Hello, my name is Lynette Malakovich, and I thank you for joining me in this gentle yoga practice. The word yoga means union. So when we practice yoga, we are bringing together the mind, the body, and the soul, and therefore bringing balance into our lives. Keep in mind, this is your practice. I am just here to guide you. So you take yourself where you need to be in the moment, leave the rest behind, and enjoy the journey. So we are beginning in our Sukhasana pose, easy pose, finding comfort here as we spend a little bit of time with our breath before we go into our poses. I have a pillow and a blanket underneath. It helps to open up my hips and lengthen the spine. So if you would like to get that, you can get that now, or if not, that's fine. So finding yourself in this pose, gently closing the eyes, beginning with our breath practice by taking that inhale in through the nose, follow it into the mind, into the back of the throat, down the spine, filling your belly up with your breath. On the exhale, feel your seat sinking into the earth. Continuing with that breath, inhaling, maybe taking the crown of the head to the sky as you lengthen the spine, and exhale once again. Feel yourself sinking into the earth. Continuing with that breath, finding your own rhythm in your breath. Deep inhale and long exhale, letting everything go. Any tension, any worries or fears, just let it all go through the exhale. On the next breath, taking a deep inhale, and then pause at the end of the inhale for a few moments. And let go on the exhale and pause at the end of the exhale. Inhaling and pause. Exhale, pause. Paying attention to the stillness between each inhale and exhale. Opening up the ears, listening to all the sounds around you, taking it all in. Feeling the touch against your skin of maybe any air or your fingertips touching your knees, your feet touching the earth. Paying attention to any smells, any tastes in your mouth, and now gently opening the eyes and being aware of everything around you as you take a deep inhale and exhale. Let us take an inhale as we reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale, release. And inhale up. Exhale, release. And inhale up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bring them down in front of your heart center. Gently bow your head, setting an intention for your practice. Slowly bringing the head to center. Clasp all the fingers together. Take an inhale on the exhale. Press those palms up into the sky. And if you choose, You can take your head back, looking up to your fingertips, opening the heart, opening the throat, finding your own edge in each pose, going to where you need to be. Taking an inhale. On the exhale, take the chin to the chest, extend the arms behind you. Bringing the head to center, place the palms on the back of the head. Take an inhale as you press those elbows back. Feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades. On the exhale, take your chin towards your chest, folding the elbows together. Bringing the head to center, elbows out. Take an inhale as you take the fingers up to the sky. Exhale, release the right fingers to the earth. Inhale, lifting the rib cage without lifting the shoulder up towards the ear. Exhale, sliding over to the right, opening up the left side waist. Bringing yourself to center, left fingers go above the right ear. Extend those right fingers out. Inhale, on the exhale, just gently bring that left ear to the left shoulder. Feel the lengthening in the shoulder, the neck, all the way down the arm, into the fingers. And releasing the left hand from the head, bringing the head to center, left fingers go to the earth, right fingers go to the sky. Inhale, lifting the rib cage. Exhale, sliding over to the left, opening up the right side waist. Coming back to center, placing the right fingers above the left ear, reaching those left fingers out. Take an inhale and the exhale. Drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Taking a breath cycle right here, or two. Releasing the right hand from the head, coming back to center. Let us take our chin towards our chest, hands on our knees. Take an inhale. On the exhale, take your chin over the left shoulder. Deep inhale and exhale right here. Take an inhale, exhale, take your chin to your chest. Another inhale. On the exhale, take your chin over towards your right shoulder. Taking a breath cycle right here. And another inhale as you take your chin back towards your chest. Bringing the head to center. And now if you choose, you can send the head back, looking up towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears. And take an inhale as you bring the head forward, and exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Bringing the head to center. So I'm going to bring myself off my blanket and my pillow, place it aside, to the side. And I'm going to turn myself sideways so you can better see my demonstration of the poses. So our feet are out front. We're pressing the heels out, toes coming towards the head. Let us take an inhale as we reach the arms up to the sky, lengthening the spine. And exhale, release those hands down. Let's bend that right knee, bringing that right foot to the inside of the right knee. That left hand is going to go on the right knee. Right hand is going to go behind, planted into the earth. We're sitting up nice and tall here. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bring that torso to the right, keeping your chin in line with the chest. And now if you choose, you can take that chin to look over the right shoulder, or you can keep it in line with the chest, whatever you choose. Always coming into that breath cycle or two in each pose, settling into the pose with your breath. And coming back to center. Let's extend that right leg out front, bending the left knee. Right hand goes on the left knee, left hand goes behind, planted into the earth, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, lifting the rib cage. On the exhale, just drawing that torso towards the left, chin in line with the chest. And then if you choose, you can take that chin over the left shoulder. Always coming back to that breath Inhaling and exhaling. Relaxing into each pose. And bringing the head back to center, torso back to center, and that right foot goes out front. Pressing the heels out, toes coming back towards your head. Take an inhale as you reach up to the sky. And exhale, release down. So we're going to bring ourselves onto our hands and knees, tabletop. So our knees are in line with our hips, wrists are in line with our shoulders, palms pressed into the earth, fingers spread as wide as possible. So we're going to go into a little vinyasa flow of cat-cow. So I want you to think about taking that belly button towards the earth, tailbone goes up towards the sky, chest goes up. And if you choose, you can lift the head up or keep the head centered. So we're arching that spine, take a deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to round the spine. Tailbone goes towards the earth, chin goes towards the chest. Rounding the spine into cat. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. So finding your own rhythm in this little vinyasa flow. Inhaling up. And exhaling into cat. Warming up the spine. And coming back to center, back to our tabletop. So we're going to extend that right leg back behind us. That foot is flexed. Then we're going to extend the left arm out front. So doing a little bit of balancing here. Take an inhale as you bend the elbow, bring the elbow in towards that right knee. Exhale out. Little bit of core work here. Inhaling, elbow to knee, exhale out. And inhale, elbow to knee, and exhale out. And bringing that left hand back down to the earth, we're going to take those right toes back behind the left foot, pressing those toes into the earth. We're going to go into a side plank. So we come up on the side, the right arm reaches up, fingers reaching for the sky. Take an inhale, on the exhale, drop that right arm over the right ear. Deep inhale and exhale right here. And now bringing that right hand down back to the earth. And that right knee comes back with the left knee. We are going to go into an extended child's pose. So bringing your rear end back towards the heels, extending those arms out front, forehead goes to the earth. Lengthening the spine here. And very slowly bringing yourself up. Coming back into tabletop, realigning ourselves. Shoulders in line with the wrists, knees in line with the hips. So let's take that left leg back behind us. Foot is flexed. Extend that right arm out front. Inhale. Draw that right elbow to the left knee. Exhale out. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale out. And inhale, elbow to knee. And exhale out. Dropping that right hand down to the earth. We're going to take those left toes behind that right foot, pressing those toes into the earth. We're going to come up on our side into a side plank. Reaching those left fingers up to the sky. Take an inhale. On the exhale, drop that left arm over the left ear. A few breath cycles right here. And now dropping that left hand down onto the earth. Left knee comes back with the right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring yourself into extended child's pose. Lifting the head and bringing yourself up. We're going to bring ourselves down on our belly. Tops of the feet are on the earth. We're going to place our forearms on the earth and the palms are pressed down into the earth. We call this Sphinx pose. Think about your hips, your pelvis pressing into the earth here. So we take an inhale, and now we press those elbows into the earth. On the exhale, extend that chest out and up. Taking a few breath cycles right here. And now relax into the pose. Now we're going to bend those knees, bringing the heels together and bringing those heels close to our rear end. Take an inhale, once again pressing the elbows into the earth, extending the chest out and up. And now releasing the tops of the feet back to the earth. We're going to lift our rear up and we're going to bring ourselves onto our hands and knees. And then we're going to take our knees to the outside of the mat. Big toes come together. It's like a triangle. Bringing our rear back towards our heels once again. So we're going to take our right arm and we're going to thread it under the left arm. We're going to bring that right ear to the mat, extending that left arm out in front. So getting into the shoulders here. So that right arm is going right across your chest. Getting into the inner thighs also. A few breath cycles right here. And now bending that left elbow, placing the left hand back down on the earth and lifting up. Right hand goes out in front. We're going to thread that left arm underneath the right arm, taking the left ear to the mat, extending that right arm out in front. Once again, that left arm is in line with your chest, or just coming across the chest area. Getting into the shoulder. And now walking that right hand back and then pressing yourself up. We're going to bring ourselves back onto our hands and knees. So we're going to sit up on our knees here. Arms are by our side. Let us take an inhale as we reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, release down. So we're going to curl the toes over. We're going to work the toes, which I know is difficult for some people. The toes are kind of difficult, but it's very important to work these toes. But if it's too much for you, just try it and then bring yourself onto the top of the toes. And then maybe try it again. And just keep working on that till they get more flexible. So then we're going to take our rear end and bring it back onto our heels. So we're getting into those toes. And gently bringing ourselves back up onto our knees. Tops of the feet go to the earth. Press the tops of the toes into the earth. Take an inhale as you reach the arms up to the sky. And let's bend the elbows, taking our hands on each elbow. So ideally, we'd like for our head to be looking straight. And we're really opening up the heart here, opening up the rib cage and the lungs. So we can take that beautiful breath deep into the lungs, into every cell. And then when we exhale, releasing every piece of that breath out of the body. Take an inhale as you take the fingers up to the sky. Exhale, release those hands down by your side. And take the hands behind your back, clasping the fingers together. I want you to think about squeezing those shoulder blades. So we're taking the chest out. Take an inhale. On the exhale, take those fingers closer to the earth. So you're feeling your thighs and your hips reach forward. Now, if you choose and you don't have neck issues, you can take the head back. Beautiful pose to take that deep inhale, exhaling out the mouth as you release. Slowly bringing the head to center and bringing the chest to center. Release the fingers. Take an inhale as you take the arms and fingers up to the sky, and exhale. Slowly bring the arms down as you bring your rear end down towards your heels. Let's go into extended child's pose very slowly. Once again, taking a few breath cycles right here. And slowly bringing yourself up. So we're going to sit up on our knees again, and I'm going to use my blanket to place underneath my knees to protect my knees from beating them up for all these years. So my knees are on the blanket, and I'm going to take my right leg out. Okay, and our knee is at a 90-degree angle here. And just lengthening the spine, crown of the head goes to the sky. We're going to open our arms out to the side, and then we're going to bend the elbows, kind of like a goal post, okay? Maybe your head's the football, right? So pressing those elbows back, feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades. So we're opening up the chest area and getting into the arms, the nerves in the arms, all the way down, even into the carpal tunnel and into the fingertips. Really opening up here. Let us take our palms together, reaching up. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, maybe take the head back a little bit. Take those arms back into a little bit of a back bend. Back bend. We call this a crescent lunge. And bringing yourself to center, release the arms down by your side. So we're going to sit back on that left heel. That right leg is straight. And those toes are facing to the sky. So we're taking an inhale as we lengthen the spine, and then let us fold forward without rounding the spine. So you're going to feel this in the back of the right thigh and in the right calf. Nice lengthening here. And bringing yourself back up. And let us bring that right knee back with the left knee. And sitting up here, we're going to take that right leg out in front. That knee is at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to take those arms out to the side, make our goalposts once again, pressing those elbows back, feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades. So we open up the chest, going into the shoulders, down the arms, and all the way down to the fingers. So important, especially nowadays when we're always leaning forward on our phones or computer or driving. Really important to open up. And of course, bringing our awareness back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling. Let's take those palms up to the sky, bring them together, and reach back. If you choose, taking the hip back. And coming back to center, releasing the arms down by your side. And let's sit back on that right heel as we straighten that left leg. So that heel is down on the earth and the toes are coming up towards the sky. And we're lengthening the spine here. Take an inhale and exhale. Just gently fold forward. Very slight movement. We don't want to round the spine. We just want to just lean forward. Just bend at the hips forward. So we're feeling the lengthening in the back of the thigh and in the calf muscle. And very slowly bringing yourself up and bringing that left knee back with the right knee. So I'm going to release the blanket, setting it aside, and then I'm going to bring myself down onto the earth here. So our rear is on the earth. Knees are bent, and we're just going to roll our backs down onto the earth. So let's place that left foot on the earth, knee is bent. We're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left thigh. So right above that ankle bone on the right leg, pressing it into that left leg. Right hand goes on the right knee and just press a little bit forward, just slightly. And now we're going to take our hands behind our left thigh and bring that left knee forward. So this is a reclining pigeon pose. We're feeling this in the right rear. Once again, bringing that awareness to the breath. As you take that inhale into where the tension lies in that right buttock. And exhale, allow that tension to release bit by bit. And now release that left foot back down to the earth. Place the right foot on the earth. And now let's bend that left knee, crossing that left leg over the right thigh, just above the outside of the ankle. Taking the left hand on the left knee and pressing that left knee forward. And then taking our hands behind the right thigh and bringing that right knee in towards our chest. Feeling this in the left buttock, inhaling into where there's tension in that area, and exhale, allow that tension to release bit by bit. And now release that right foot to the earth. Left foot goes to the earth. So we're going to extend that left leg all the way onto the earth. Bring the right knee into the chest, placing your hands just below that right knee and pressing that right knee towards the right shoulder. Taking a deep inhale and exhale right here. And now extending that right foot into the sky. So we're pressing that right heel into the sky, toes coming back behind the head. And we're going to take our hands onto our calf or our shin, or even if you want to do it above the knee, you can do that, onto the thigh. So the leg should be straight without overextending the knee. And we're going to bring that right knee in closer to the chest. Now we're working the hamstring once again. So we want to keep this leg straight. Once we start bending into the knee, then we're getting into the hip. We're working the hamstring right now. So leg straight. If you press the heel into the sky even more, you can feel even a little more tension. Having awareness of that breath in this pose. And now bending that right knee, extend that left arm out to the left. Let's open up the right knee to the right. Think about keeping that left rear on the earth as we open up that right knee, opening up the inner thigh. And now let's bring that right knee to center, placing that right foot on the earth, and now extending that right leg onto the earth, bending the left knee, bringing that left knee into the chest, hands just below that left knee, pressing in towards the left shoulder. And now extending that right leg up into the sky. Think about pressing that left leg. Think about pressing that left heel into the sky, toes coming back towards the head. And then once again, we can hold on to the thigh or the shin or anywhere above or below the knee, bringing that left knee closer into the chest, working the back of that left thigh. Inhaling into any area where you feel tension, and exhale, allow that tension to release bit by bit. And now bending into that left knee, left hand goes on the left knee, right arm goes out to the right. And let's open up that left knee to the left, keeping in mind that we want to keep that right rear on the earth. And bringing that left knee back to center. We're going to place the left foot on the earth, knee is bent, and then we're going to bend the right knee, bringing that right foot on the earth. Walk those heels as close to the rear end as you can. Arms are by your side. Having a blanket or a pillow next to you, we will go into bridge pose, taking yourself where you need to be. And then we will release ourselves down on our blanket or our pillow or our block, whatever you are using. So we're going to bend our arms, fingers are facing the sky, and our arms are right in by our sides. Take an inhale. On the exhale, lift the pelvis up towards the sky, taking yourself where you need to be. Now, if you're just slightly up, that's fine. Wherever you need to be. Making a little bridge. Now, if you want to increase the bridge, walk your heels back towards your rear, lifting the pelvis up towards the sky. And if you want to increase the bridge even more, take your elbow underneath your bridge. So you're opening up the chest. So you have a nice bridge here. Knees are still hip distance apart. Few breath cycles right here. Then we will get that pillow and we're going to place it underneath that natural curve in our spine, just where just above the sacrum, and then bring your spine slowly down to the earth. And just allow yourself to rest right here. A few breath cycles. Gently lift the pelvis up, release the pillow or blanket, set it aside, and slowly bring your spine back down to the earth. Take your arms out to the side, and we're just going to drop the knees to the left as you look over towards those right fingers. And slowly bringing the knees to center, drop the knees to the right as you look over towards the left fingers. Bringing the knees to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a great big hug. Your legs a great big hug. Maybe roll side to side. Bring yourself to center. Take an inhale as you extend that right foot to the sky. Exhale, release that right leg onto the earth. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Exhale, release that left foot onto the earth. Take an inhale as you take your fingers up to the sky. Exhale, take your arms behind your head. Think about pressing the heels out, toes coming towards your head. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, lengthen the body by reaching those fingers out at the same time you're reaching those heels out. Now point the toes, inhaling and exhaling right here. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, let everything go. Bring your arms down by your side, preparing for Shavasana, our final resting pose. Close the eyes. Feel your body melting into the earth. Legs are heavy. Shoulders are relaxed. Soften the jaw. Allow your eyes to fall to the back of your head. And relax the forehead. Take an inhale as you feel the top of your head. And exhale, let everything go. And now bring to mind your intention for your practice. Gently start bringing your awareness back into this space, allowing yourself to freely move your fingers and your toes. Slowly bending one knee and then the other, and rolling over onto one side into a fetal position, that position of protection. And now pressing yourselves up into your easy pose. Thank you for sharing in this gift of yoga with me. It is an honor and a privilege to guide you through your practice. Remember to take really good care of yourselves, especially during this time. And until we meet again, may the divine in me honor and respect the divine in you. Namaste.